Boo! Yay!
Hey, look, it's that game with the character who will never be in Super Smash Brothers.
Shut up!
You wanna do
Yay!
you wanna do the introductions?
This this is Rayman Legends. I'm Lance with a pen.
And I'm the Geotrix 1, I'm a complete and utter casual. But greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rayman Legends Let's Play something else. I don't know what I was trying to get to really say. Philip, let's talk about Rayman, since you know the most about this, so.
Okay, so Rayman is one of my favorite series, and yeah, this game's great. It got delayed for a while because this was meant to be a Wii U exclusive, and Ubisoft were like, we like money, we'll delay it 2 weeks before it comes out. The origin for like this game anyway was I think it was like shortly after Origins released, Ubisoft did like a poll if people would want a sequel to it, like featuring dragons and shit. So yeah, and people were like, yeah, we want to see a sequel, and that's how Rayman Legends was born. And this game was meant to do amiibos before amiibos did amiibos, so.
And we all know you love amiibos.
Legendary heroes.
I was kind of freaked out when like I heard this game had voice acting when I first played it, because I didn't really expect it. Like, it's only for this scene, really. But
I was kind of hoping, like, well, since you said that, I was kind of hoping, like, Rayman would kind of be voiced, like, in the cartoon. He had, like, Froz's voice. If only we had Lack-Mac.
Black should be playable.
No, like, seriously, if people who are watching, so you've never seen, the canceled Rayman show, it's fucking hilarious, just because it's so stupid. Fuck you, Murphy. Now, I'm gonna say this here, I'm playing the Wii U version, which is easily the... see, I've only played the Wii U version, but I'm taking from what you've done this, the Wii U version's the worst version.
Yeah.
Because you have to do the Murphy levels. Here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. I'm only doing the Wii U version because you have the Murphy levels, and it's different gameplay, so...
Because the other versions still have them, but it's a button press instead of like an AI controlled.
Well, here's the only thing I don't like about, like the Murphy levels. Like, we're gonna get to it when we get to it, but, like, I don't like the fact that, basically, for, like, the Wii U, you have to use the gamepad, because it scratches your gamepad screen up pretty badly when you use, like, the... Well, at least mine does, because my thing's fucked up on it, but still. I don't like using, like, touchscreen.
Yeah, and if you miss a cage on a Murphy level, it's because the character's not AI controlled, they can't go back and get it. And that's the most annoying thing, yeah.
I do get the game this, though. It's really pretty.
Yeah, well, the UB art. One of the good things Ubisoft did was make this engine.
Aren't they using this for the, like, the 3 Assassin's Creed games or something?
No, they're not, which
Oh.
they should have.
Because that's to say, if they did, that's a massive difference from what it was.
Because like you're making a 2D game doesn't use this engine now. Because they used to a Child of Light, which also looks really nice, and Valiant Hearts.
Wait, they made Valiant Hearts?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But yeah, Rayman Legends is simply like a 2D platformer. Basically, you hit punch. Here's what I kind of think of, like, if you play like a Rayman game like this, it's kind of like if you play like Mario 64, like in 2D in a way.
Yeah.
In a way, and it's like the best comparison I can think of, basically. And this won't be a multiplayer LP because it's not.
Gamers don't have any friends.
Who friends? What are those? Well, like we said earlier, Murphy's essentially, you just use your touchscreen on the Wii U. I don't like it because, here's the thing, I think Murphy's a little like, here, I just killed him, but like, I get really scared when I'm doing a Murphy level. Like, very scared, because like, I can't really control it. I'm like, I'm gonna fuck up and have to redo this, because I'm gonna say this here, so far what I've recorded, I've had to do a ton of editing just around the Murphy levels because I suck at them. And I'll say this here, I'm terrible at this game, and you're gonna see, like, a bunch of deaths, but I edit most of them now, it's the good thing.
So in general, apart from the Murphy stages, the game controls really well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like all the like little moves you can do, which the game doesn't really tell you about. Like if you like do the charging punch, where you run and press Y, and you can do a jump. You jump a lot further.
Really?
And that's really useful for skipping some parts. It's going faster. Yeah. So if you like run then press Y to do like the spinning punch and then you jump, you can go like a lot further. and that can like help you reach tricky to reach jumps.
I gotta give the game this. Like, I'm really glad they have like wall jumping. Like, out of anything, like I think 2D platforms they need wall jumping without a doubt now. Like, it bothers me if a game doesn't have it now. But say you've played the Steam version, you played the Wii U version. I know you like the Steam version more. Like,
Yeah.
like I know you said it's supposed to like button prompts. Is there any other differences between Murphy and that, or?
Not really. Like the level layouts are the same, but it's just so like say because I was playing with a PS3 controller, so it'd be like press triangle to move this, press triangle to move that. So it would just be one button and then you do it automatically. So like stuff like this, because sometimes it makes Murphy a bit pointless in those versions, because I don't need him to move this, because when I'm playing I can just fly across.
Yeah.
I guess for Murphy versions, the Wii U version would be a lot better if you're playing with someone else, I imagine. Because you'd be able to go back. You play!
I know that, well, see, I already have, like, the multiplayer footage recorded, but, like, we didn't do, like, a Murphy stage. I should have recorded that, but I didn't. Whatever, fuck it, it doesn't matter. I can always do it later. I'll give the game this one. It's really short, and I really didn't expect that. I mean, it's a 2D platformer. I mean, they're usually...
It's a very short game, yeah.
I didn't expect it to be, like... I mean, it wasn't... Was it full price when it came out?
No. I bought it for £25, which... I'd say might equate to about $45 maybe.
It's about 40, I think.
40, yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, actually, I know what the game really does remind me of. The best comparison, I think, is to Donkey Kong Country a little bit. Because I don't know why, I just get a big Donkey Kong Country feel from this game. I think it's the, like, the level tropes a lot, but... Rayman Tropical Freeze.
When like I've been when you see this game talked about on the internet, people who compare it to Origins, like you never see people who like love both. People either love one or don't like the other.
Really?
I like both Origins and Legends. I think Legends is slightly better, just because it's doing its Origins was a needed revival, and it used but it used a lot of like locales from Rayman 1 pretty much. Like it had Banland. Kind of, the jungle area, Dream Forest, that kind of thing. So, it's a very good game, but...
It's playing it safe a little bit.
Yeah, playing it safe.
So would you say it's kind of like the Sonic 4 of, like, Rayman, then? Except people actually like Origins.
No, because it's good. Yeah, because Origins is good. The thing with Origins, though, is much needed. Because it was kind of like... Rayman was dead for a while, so they need to bring him back in a good way. And what way to like remember these enemies, because it used most of the enemies from Rayman 1. It had the mosquito levels from Rayman 1, which I don't think are in this game apart from the Back to Origins levels.
Yeah, and we'll get to those like, eventually.
And the mosquito levels were probably the most boring part of Origins. But I think Origins had like a better challenge than Legends, just because it had stuff like the tricky treasure chases.
I'm gonna say this here, Philip knows so much more about Rayman than I do. Like, the only Rayman games I've played is a bit of 2 and this, and that's about all. Yeah.
Everyone's played 2, because you can get 2 on everything, and you died.
Well, yeah. Actually, I meant to cut that out, but I was like, oh, I actually meant to do the redo version. I was really embarrassed. I was like, Philip's gonna give me so much shit for that. I'm like, I know it's gonna come.
No, you can't. It can't be edited. It has to be raw gameplay. It's like I'm sitting next to you. You have to be the realist, motherfucker.
I'm the realest motherfucker on the internet. I'll give the game this. I love the swimming controls a lot. They're so good. I was expecting swimming controls to suck, because, like, most 2D platforms I hate, like, swimming in, but in this game I actually do like it.
They kind of changed from...
Go ahead.
Sorry, I said they kind of changed the models around, for, like, because Origins, like, is completely 2D, whereas, Legends, they kind of, like, it's like they made 3D models of the characters when they converted them to, like, a 2D sprite image. And, I think Legends looks better just because the lighting's much more improved, but I know why people prefer Origins style of just it being purely 2D.
I think Origins looks more cartoony, I think. I mean, I like both art styles, they really don't bother me. I don't know. I really can't compare them in a way since they're so different, you know? Did you do 100? Okay, did you do 100% for this game on the Steam version? Was it worth it?
You get the gold teensie.
Which I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna steal Phillips footage, like a true pro. Do you know if the other versions, like, besides, like, Steam and Wii, do you know if they play, like, differently in any way, or?
All versions are the same apart from... I think Vita and Wii U are the same.
It would be the Vita.
I'm not sure about PS4. It has a touchpad, so it could work.
That's the only reason I was wondering. Let me look that up, actually. While we're doing that, Philip, talk about Rayman stuff.
I'll talk about Rayman stuff. This guy should be in Smash, and people should vote for him. And Rayman 4 is going to be announced at E3.
No, it's not.
I remember playing Rayman 3 in 2003, actually, and Murphy saying, "See you in Rayman 4."
And then Philip cried.
It never came out.
From what I'm seeing, it's basically the same as, like, the PS3 and Xbox versions.
It's funny because Billy West voiced Rayman in that amazing Rayman cartoon.
When are we gonna get Lackmack in a game?
Rayman 4. Oh, I'll kind of talk about Rayman 4 because it was being made, but then it got cancelled. I think the original plan was it was gonna kind of be like it's gonna take environments of Rayman 1 and 3Dify them. So they had like concept art for stuff like Bandland and Picture City from Rayman 1, and that art just looked really nice. And they were gonna expand on the power-ups so Rayman could get in free. And use that as base gameplay.
Phil.
And you died again!
Shut up, Philip. I can't help it. I'm not good at Rayman.
Yeah, when people talk about Rayman, Rayman 2 is like the one everyone's played just because it's on everything and it's probably the most popular and well-received Rayman game. That was probably like in the, it was compared to long platformers like Mario 64 back in the day.
It's a 3D platformer from what I remember, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure I didn't confuse it with 3.
It was actually one of the first as well. Like, it came after Mario, I think it came out a year after 64, or same year as Banjo-Kazooie. It might be, it's 97, 98. And, it's like Mario, it was kind of like Mario 64 where, like, its first attempt was like, it was a really good attempt. And it still holds up pretty well, you know, it's an aged 3D platformer, so it has issues like camera issues and it doesn't look great.
What about that 3DS remake or port or whatever?
That one sucks, but a lot of people, I think Revolution, the PS2 version, is the best one. A lot of people are indifferent to Revolution because it has a hub world. Even the hub world's not that big, but I can see why people don't like it because it's not necessary. But everything that has extra levels, bosses, so it seems like the most complete version of the game. Rayman 3 was is my favorite Rayman game. I wouldn't say that's a black sheep because it's still like people still like Rayman 3, but it's probably like the most mixed in the first 3. Like people either really like it or just don't really care for it because the creator of Rayman, I think Michael Ansel or Michelle Ansel, he didn't create Rayman 3. It's the only Rayman game he didn't make.
Now, I don't want to interrupt you here, but basically what I was doing there, and you showed like the thing moving, basically on the touch screen, which you can do, or on the gamepad, whatever. You can you get these cards, which you actually get from levels. Say if you get like, if you go back to say when you beat a level, you see like all the trophies, and you see that little card. Basically, if you get one of those cards, say you see like one of like a scratchy card. I don't know what the actual name for it is, but I can't remember.
A scratch card.
There you go. If you basically just scratch, you can either get like a creature, like an Origins painting, or some lums, or a teensie. Most of the time, you're gonna get creatures. I've noticed that or Origins levels because I rarely get teensies from it. It's like occasionally. I only show a few of them off like in the LP, but I don't want to like make the whole LP just of that because it's kind of boring to watch.
I don't get the point of the scratch cards. It was obviously like when the game was still a Wii U exclusive. It's like gotta use that touchpad somehow.
Is it in the Steam version?
Yeah, but you just use analog sticks to cross it off. And the thing is, like the creatures and stuff like that, they serve no purpose apart from to get you more lums. So I don't really get them. But I go to the creatures area to get my lums and I never go back. Because you don't need to go back.
And you could also beat the creatures up, just saying.
And there's back to Origins levels, which are good. They select some of the best ones, like what ones do they select? I think the final one you unlock is the Land of the Living Dead, which is like the hardest level from Origins. Oh yeah, there's also that. Do you do the Kung Fu Football, or haven't you done that yet? Yeah, you do that. Okay.
I do that in multiplayer, so. I actually like the Kung Fu Football. It's actually pretty fun.
I thought you weren't gonna say that teensie there.
Of course I would if it was. I was gonna say I don't get like every single. Well, so far from I haven't got every like teensie you can get. Like I do skip a few, but I always do go back like and get them later on just because I don't know. I get enough. There you go.
So what do you think of this game's soundtrack?
I love it. It's really good. Especially two certain levels we're gonna get to later. And one being in, I think, not the next part, but the part after.
Because, Rayman Legends removes the, tricky treasure levels from Origins, but the levels it puts in their place are way better.
Wait, okay, what are the, tricky, whatever they're called?
Okay, so in Rayman Origins, to unlock, like, the hardest level in the game, you have to do these things called tricky treasures, where, there's a gatekeeper who's blocking the entrance to the final level of the game, and he's missing 10 teeth. And you unlock tricky treasure levels by getting enough lums, and when you get enough lums in the world, you do a tricky treasure chase where you have to chase a treasure chest through like this really difficult platforming level. And like once you get it, you unlock you get a tooth in that chest, and you give it back to the gatekeeper. And once you get his 10 teeth, you unlock the Land of the Living Dead. And those levels were notorious for being like really difficult, especially the last one.
I would say this here, we're going to get out of here. Like, would you still recommend Origins if you're playing Legends?
Yeah. People say that there's Origins levels in Legends, but I still think Origins should be played. Just because I prefer Legends, but I think if you wanted a better difficulty balance platformer, play Origins, because I think Legends is a bit easy. Especially, apart from the optional chase levels.
Yeah. And with that, that is the end of part 1. We'll see you guys in part 2.
What?